They need it bad. And it's only a few. There are people in the world today acquiring many things, and we fit in that world. The 5 or 10% that we play in this world, our part is necessary for it to come out right, to make the others, they have their part they have to play, right? Because you can see the world changing, the people they got stuff we talk about, ocean-going vessels that clean up the ocean. They got a few of them. They're not moving fast enough, but neither are we moving fast. We're not, you know what I mean? So now things will expand by leaps and bounds because it's like when war is declared, if war is declared in 1941, all of a sudden everything that was happening before the war was declared is it's not moot, but it's like we got a war to fight. And that's the way it is now. We have a war to fight. And I mean, who would have wanted this war where the Earth's survival depends on this, you know. Yeah, if this don't go right, now we believe in Allah. And in the creation, we don't know whether this is the first go-round or the 9 trillionth go-round, because Allah been here from the beginning, right? And they had black holes, and then poof, out of them black holes, expanding universe, right, and all of that. We don't know what go-round this is. I mean, we don't know. Like a lot of people say, well, this the only go-round. Shoot. So you got something to say, this was the only, and Allah talking throughout the Quran about infinity. And you got to get some sense sometime to learn what certain ayats mean. Because sometimes you just pass over them, and we don't know whether this is the first time around or the zillionth time around. Because, see, Allah been here all along. We just getting here, a few billion years ago and 9 billion years ago. Well, 9 billion years the earth and 4 billion has already gone by, 4.5, right? So they saying we got another 4.5 million, a billion, something like that. Long time. It's long for me and you. But the human being's not going to destroy the earth. Right? You ever see them programs that in 1,000,000 years, the earth, if it was messed up, it would have broken through all the sidewalks and all of that would have decomposed. So the earth would be, if it's 2 or 3 people made it by, it'd be 10 to 15,000 people running around and they'd be just happy. They wouldn't even know no history or nothing. You know what I mean? They'd just be trying to figure it out. And to them, it'd be like starting all over again. And the oceans would have been freshed up, right? The water would be freshed up. Fish running around or swimming around, right? Okay, the earth, we can't do anything with the earth. The earth is going to be here. But that don't mean we'll be able to breathe on it. Remember, those destructions, that may be that this time is going to be this, the whole thing might be just, closed down for a while. And that means we wouldn't be here. For the earth, that would be great. And the earth is a living organism. The earth, I believe the earth is the one rebelling against all this stuff, saying, oh, you won't keep me in balance? I'll burn your black ass. I'll burn your behind up, excuse me. Right? I'm not speaking for the earth. The earth wouldn't talk like that. But tell the truth. You niggas won't straighten up? All right. Fine. You know what I mean? This is my view of what the earth is saying. Oh, you just gonna pollute me up and stick plastic all in my nose and up my behind, and that's fine, okay? Yeah. Well, dig this, you know. That's what it looks like to me. That is the interpretation that I have. Oh, huh?
It looks like a system trying to bring itself back into order.
Curing itself.
Like
yeah. Rebalancing itself. And remember, it's got millions of years to do it. It don't have no timeline like we gotta fix this up. We got a timeline, right? If we don't get this thing cleaned up in a while, we're gonna be past the point of no return, and it's just gonna be miserable. Now, for me, I'm not saying I'm happy about it, but I am 76 years old, and, you know, it might last another 25 years. That's what I was saying before, but I ain't all that sure now. The way things is picking up, even if it's here, I'm not saying the earth would leave or go nowhere, but the quality of life that we have now, hey, I don't believe that like we live in now, I don't even believe 5 years from now. I mean, what I mean is, from the way we've been accelerating, in 5 years from now, today, we can check it out if we're still here. Based on how things was, let's say 5 or 10 years ago. See, because the first Earth Day was 50 years ago, I think. And they did a little cleanup and stuff, and because the rivers used to catch on fire. The ones in the Midwest, they'd actually catch on fire. You know, I said, man, that's deep. They cleaned it up a little bit, so you didn't hear much about it for a while. But that good job that has to be done on earth, we want to be a part of that. And it ain't too much you can do to be a part of it. And that's the side we want to be on. Okay, and I'll move toward a close. Okay, education. Well, we know about the drug dealing, Afghanistan. When the U.S. got there, drugs increased 400 to 500%, or 400%, you know. Well, like Vietnam, everywhere, South America, everywhere the U.S. military and stuff is, those are the drugs. Yeah, that's one thing I've always known that. Okay. And I'll talk about this later. We got kind of like 2 weeks of surrender management. The government got a couple of weeks they could surrender, and if they don't, they can go somewhere else. Detail to come. Policy of deception. We talked a little bit about some of what we've been doing. We've been doing very good, and we've been honest and sincere. But the things that we use deception, it was a part of Quran, and that's the reason I read that part so all, you don't even have to stretch it to see that there's a few portions of Quran where there's room left for you to do certain things long as you don't go too far. Long as you don't go too far. And that's, we started on that, it's been 30 years ago now. Yeah, we started, because it was during that period that all of this stuff evolved. Everything that happened in between was like note taking. Oh, this happened, that happened. But this anticipation, the art of leading by looking ahead. So, we do not have and we cannot have a policy of deception. That's basically what it's saying. Because we have to be careful that we don't get like slick preachers and you know what I mean? You go down that road and pretty soon you done lost the road the way back. You can't get back, And we're not taking any chances. And by the way, this would have to be the best job in the world. It's not anything other than that. Okay, we'll talk about the CIA and NSA and the Zionists later. All this is coming together right at this, today, you'll see our friends doing a lot of chest beating and things of that nature, and it's right with this stuff happened right at the right time, because everybody's thinking about Imam Hussein and all of that, and that's a big deal. But get ready for 40 days from now will be Arba'in. Now you got to remember, all of this stuff we've ever talked about have had those kind of notations by it. So many people going to Najaf and Karbala, and we wait right here and don't even go back to California because we're waiting for something. Boom. Qasem Soleimani gets martyred. And that takes everything up to another level. So you remember, all of this stuff is being evolved all along. And with us, you got to remember, our team is winning all over the world, and ain't nobody playing with our team. And our team is just like us. We're not perfect, and they're not perfect. Boy, but anytime the Yemenis can hold out with all of that stuff they're doing to them, that is a miracle. And all the stuff happening to Lebanon, another miracle. We would seem like idiots if we said the white man did this to us. We did the white man, a Kabul story. The white man, he just, right? Technically, we got it good. But we know it's important where we are and what we're doing. And we definitely ain't by ourselves. The people are paying attention. The right people are paying attention, and the right people always have been paying attention. But the people have never been encouraged, come show compassion for us. That's not, each people have a certain job. Go help the Lebanese, go help the Iranians. But evidently, our job is to take care of this ourselves. And when we get help, it'll be when Allah wants us to have it. In the meantime, we're not doing bad. We're making fun. Can you imagine? You remember now, All of these we've got copies of all of this stuff. I checked the recent ones. They seem like I just put them in and they show up. If they don't, we'll just redo it and everything. But I'm telling you, look at what can you imagine? Just for a minute, just imagine what we've been doing and what we've been saying for the last 10 years. Just that period. We didn't hit it out the box. It's more than hit it out the box. At first we was batting 900 and something. Now we're close. We just say we're not batting 1,000 because that's too much. You know what I mean? It's like then you're perfect, right? But we've been batting 900 and something all along. And we still add it's actually to the minute and to the day, right? So what would we want?